G'day mates, and welcome back to Anno 1800. So a bit of an abrupt ending to the last episode. I was in the middle of, I suppose what I was calling a time-lapse sort of a recording, where I just wasn't talking and waiting for doing a whole bunch of building, and my phone rang and I had to quickly duck out for an emergency fix. A couple of sheep had jumped a fence, and you don't want boys mixing with girls at the wrong time of the year. Anyway, we're not that kind of channel. That's something you'll find somewhere else on the internet. What it did mean though is I have a fair bit of money. I suppose if that's the profit I'm making per minute, you can tell how long I was away for. It's probably 30 minutes, maybe? I don't recall exactly. I don't know what the number was beforehand, but I'm sure if you look at the end of where I cut the last video, you will be able to figure it out. Anyway, I didn't pause it, so who knows if we've been attacked, if anything bad has happened. We still have... Okay, it's frozen briefly. There we go, we're back again. It's been an update. Looks like Invincible 2 is still alive. It has fully repaired. We've got 3 ships. We've got... we're fully stocked up on resources over here. There was a festival. What the hell is a festival?
I noticed that from altitude, it appears rather like an immense toy city.
Pleasant Port Town. Well, okay, apparently there was a festival of some sort that I was not aware of. It must have happened while I was away.
I know you're busy, but I've a favour to ask.
Locking the stray. Okay, let's do this mission while we've started here. We'll look at these stray hounds. Find and collect the stray dogs. Over here. Looks like. I don't know what stray dogs look like, but there's one.
Wish I'd a goose for your kindness.
Oh, is that it? Huh. Okay then, that was... Okay, well, it was easy. It was a nice little quest. Either way, we're back here. We're actually going to build a church. I'm going to build a church on this island before we even have one back on our main island, which is good news, I guess. But we'll throw that down, and that'll really please people quite a bit. Yeah, there you go. Shooting up their luxury need for the church. You've got church access, gives them +7 happiness, which is pretty good. Also, let me... upgrade all of this stuff, get that done, and yes. Oh, am I at war with someone?
In newspapers, you do what you're told.
Huh. Well, there we go. I'm at war with someone, and I was not aware of that. Let's make them happy. I don't need neighborhood watch. Let's increase tax income, and let's just have a no effect. Godless place. Let's just make a no effect one. We'll publish that, and we'll see how we're going. Looks like I've got 8 influence to spend each tick or each paper, I guess. Who am I at war with? That is a little bit concerning. Warnings. So the ceasefire ended. I must have been away for at least an hour. Huh. I'm not sure, but it doesn't actually say who I'm at war with. I'm sure I can figure out a way to... Roots, diplomacy, there we go. Let's look at diplomacy. I'm at war with that chick still. So all that happened is the ceasefire disappeared. So can I... Yep, okay. Vengeful leader of Forsaken band, the last hurrah of piracy. Born into nobility. Oh my god. Can you get more cliched? I suppose it's Anno. Anno is meant to be cliched. Can I get... I'd like to flatter her.
Rah, 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 you big toff. Take your society repartee and stick it up your blunderbuss.
Stick it up your blunderbuss. Now, can we get a treaty of some sort? I would... Oh, there we go. Request a peace treaty. Chance of success 0. Huh. Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to do that. I could pay her or bribe her or something like that. Do I want trade rights with you? Economy, military... I've got a stronger economy, a stronger military. Can I get trade rights, medium to high chance? No aggression or declare war. Let's get trade rights. Other party ships will trade in your harbours.
In art, I value attention to detail.
1700? Yeah, I'll pay that.
It is good manners to agree terms of trade.
Excellent. So I can now trade with Princess...
Nothing to butter my tea cakes, is it?
Oh my god. Oh my god, the sexual innuendo is horrifying. No, I do not want to butter your tea cakes, love. I'm gonna get a bit hot. Oh, maybe I do want to butter her tea cakes. Probably a little bit old for me. Just a tad old, honey. But you never know, they might be good tea cakes. Now, back on topic. Ship upkeep, consumption tax, maintenance. Okay, things are ticking along quite nicely. We need to... oh, I'm all in a tizzy. We need to work on beer and actually let's get a church on this island. What I really need to do is get a church somewhere. I'm going to throw down a church, and I think having pride of place here in the center of the city is going to be where I place it. So we're going to go workers. The church will fit nicely there. So I'm going to need to move 6 of them. I'm going to have to get you guys... I wonder if I can... yeah, just start... Apparently this guy here is actually getting connected even though he's not touching anything. I'm going to get this guy up here. Yeah, I'm going to move them all up here. And then that will allow me to... second... Then we can get a church right in pride of place in the middle of the town. I think that will look absolutely spectacular. How do I want to do? I want this to face. Ooh, okay, loading details a bit laggy, and now I can have it facing that way, or I could have it so it's actually facing out into the boulevard. And I think my end goals for this town are going to be facing towards the boulevard is going to be the way to go, because I'm really going to upgrade this boulevard, make it look quite spectacularly beautiful in time. So you are covering pretty much everyone. These guys are a little bit further away, but the town will begin to grow that way. I think at this point, I'm going to consider starting to move through and gentrify this area around this park here as I need, as and when I require additional workers. For now though, we are pretty good. I don't need any more missions, we'll come back to that later. Now I could throw down that thing we earned before. We've got an item of some sort, a reverberatory furnace, which is in a trade union. Increases the chance of fire quite substantially, but it's only for the furnace though. So not very attractive, saves time but not the environment. Well, that's what we need right now. Chance of fire is up, production is way up, but the attractiveness is down slightly. So I'm going to need a trade union. Now it's going to... I wonder if it'll affect everything here. Or can it affect anything? I'll put it here, for example, and affect everything. Let's throw it here and see if it will affect all of these here. Does it? Oh, all ironworks and foundry. There we go. So I'll throw that down, and all ironworks and foundry. So that's a steelworks, not ironworks, but I'm assuming they mean the same thing. That's a furnace. There's no foundry. What is a foundry? All ironworks and foundry. Now it's obviously working here. Is it working here? It's working here. It's working there. It's not working here. And it's not working there. So okay, by ironworks and foundry, they mean steelworks and furnace. Good job. Good job, Anno people. Good job. Now, like I really want to keep building this town up, but we need to start continuing. I've sort of lost my train of thought because I've been running off dealing with those sheep. But we do need to level this town up considerably more. So to that end, I think we're going to... all the people up this northern end around the church are probably going to be the ones to properly level up. Assuming we have enough wood, which we don't. So I get more planks. I'm going to get... let's figure out how to do this. We've got the boxer. It's a schooner and it will trade. So I'll assign it a patrol route. I want it to move to another session. Slow time down here for a second. Let's look at routes. There we go. So I want to create a trade route. And it's going to be... oh, that's interesting. So I can pay somebody else to move things for me, or I can do my own trade route. I think at this point I'm just going to use my own boat. I'm going to assign the boxer which has 2 trading slots to it. And we're going to go from here to there. Now from here, you're going to load planks, I guess. Don't load 50. Yes, load 50. Yeah, load planks and load steel. Yeah, load planks and load steel. And then over here, you're going to unload planks and unload steel. Is there anything else I need to load at this point? No, I've only got the 2 boxes anyway. But what I'm assuming is if I can't actually unload the steel and the timber, it's going to clog up. So I'm going to be coming back with a load of... So maybe I don't want to load 50. Maybe I should just bring it down to, say, 20. And just gradually do it over time. I wish there was a way to make it... Oh, okay. Ooh. Wait for goods. So wait until it's loaded full goods. Discard cargo. So if there's anything, I'll just dump it overboard. Or I can wait to unload, so it'll sit there until I've used up that timber. I don't think I actually want to do that just yet. I'm going to keep it at 50 timber though. And you're going to unload all the steel beams and all the timber as much as you can. What you're also going to do now is load any sausage that we're producing over here. Nah, for now I'm not going to bother with that. We might have another boat to do that at a later date. For now, that's what you're going to do. You're going to load steel and unload and load timber. So you're going to go for it, and looks like it's on the way. It's going. There we go. This boat is going to go off nicely. So there are some good, interesting tools I can use. We'll see how quickly this one goes. Looking beautiful. The schooner. Alrighty then. So with that, let's keep upgrading. We're going to need a shit ton more, a metric shit ton more. So it's a technical term. What's up? Why can't I upgrade you? You are too far away from the pub. Huh, okay. Either way, we're going to... Yeah, it's too far away, unfortunately. We've got enough workers here to actually start our own steelworks over here as well. But I'm going to come back to that because we've got steel coming over our way. So I want to really focus on getting a lot of pig farms down so we can start working on tallow and sausage production that we can then export back to the other island. I'm going to need to begin working on a... what do you call it? Another schooner. A second schooner, and that'll be our second trade schooner. That will come with time. This one will be... Where do I want to do this? I might turn this into a nice big farming area over here, massive factory farm area. So to that end, we're going to head up this way and go across like that. Okay, let's see if I can start throwing down factory farms, and we're going to speed up just a little bit. Okay, we're nicely set up at this stage. I don't know exactly what the ratio here is. I'm assuming it's going to be 1 to 1. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pig farms. I've got 1, 2, 3 of these, what do you call them? Like bacon makers, slaughterhouses, that's it. 3 slaughterhouses, and I want to make 3 tallow factories. I might actually be better off making a 4th one of these. At this stage, I'm struggling on getting enough stuff across. Let's have a quick look down here. I'll look at this, what I'm producing. I've got, there's sheep farms. I've got 1, 2, 3 pig farms to 1, 2, 3. So it's a 1 to 1 ratio here, and it seems to be working quite well, considering we have a massive stockpile of sausage over there. So over here, this is a nice big sausage corner. I think the real problem is that I haven't got enough upgrade at this point. I need 1 more brick. You see I'm 19 out of 20. Once I get the next brick up, then I'll be able to really just start pumping it out. What I'm actually, I'm not making steel on this island just yet. So that boat will make its way over for what appears to be a second.
Still no reporting.
Okay, this might be the first time it's coming over. Oh no, what did I do? Bugger, that was right click. How do I tell it to resume? Resume, there we go. Left click, not right click. Okay, this island is doing really well now. As the sausage is flowing in, people are leveling up properly. The bread will be the next one, and of course soap is beginning to trickle in as well, which is great. I need to just make sure the ratios are good. If it's going to be a... if any of these, if it's a 2 to 1 ratio somewhere, then we're not going to be able to do this properly. So... I'm not sure exactly how this goes. I'll have to keep on top of this as we go along. How are they making... This is the rendering works. I suppose they're just boiling up the pig into fat. Then over here they melt up these big vats of fat, the tallow, and they turn it into soap. Quite interesting process making soap. Something you really take for granted these days, but quite a lot of in-depth steps in it. We are getting a coming through. At this stage it's looking like it could well be 2 to 1. 2 of these to make 1 of those, which is hopefully means I don't use soap very quickly. Otherwise I'm going to have a shit ton of pig farms everywhere. And given the fact that I need to build up a town on each island, it's going to be a problem that just compounds itself. Thankfully I can upgrade you now. And I can't make it higher without artisans. So these 3 are now running around doing the best they can. It could just be a delivery problem. I may need to throw down another one of these for the time being. Hopefully with all these roads they'll be fine. I think what I'll do is actually throw a little bit more stone down here as well. There we go. Now are they working? Because yeah, they are. So this thing here, each of the warehouses needs to be connected to the main port, but not every building needs to have a direct road connection. So this is connected to here, but that's a dead-end road. So you actually have to go through this building to get to the port. That doesn't appear to matter. I just needed to double check that as well. That's good. What have we got here? Yeah, so by the looks of things, we're not getting enough pigs. So we've got here, assuming these are a 1 to 1 ratio, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then it leaves us with 3 here to provide 2 of these buildings. Now, unless it's a loading issue, it could well be that each one of these rendering works requires 2 pig farms. So if I leave this run for a little bit longer, it should give me more of an idea. So by the looks of things, assuming...
At least you've a few rough edges.
Thank you. Assuming the the pigs are moving through properly, which they don't seem to be building up. The fat is not building up, or tallow. It could well be 2 of these to 1 of those, and then 2 of these to 1 of those. Which seems... it could have just been a loading issue actually. It looks like it's 1 to 1. If we start building up on bacon, on pigs, which we are building up. Okay, so pigs are increasing. So these are 1 to 1. and then 2 of these goes to one of those. So I'm going to need 1 more farm, 2 more rendering, just to get this second soapworks online. So let's solve that problem right now by throwing down... where do I want the farms? Just throw them right here. These down, quick smart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives me a bit of space on this road if I need more. So those will go on. I'll need 2 more of these now, if my understanding is correct. And then that should get this final, what do you call this? Soap factory up and working at full speed. And then we've really got a shit ton of tallow coming in. We're also going to have quite a lot of sausages, which is a basic need, but greatly increasing. And of course, the soap is also greatly increasing. So now we have, where are we? It's a gunboat. You guys go over here. I might make a group out of you in a second. There's a grouped option. I might even set them on a patrol route in a second. But for now, you are the Orpheus, another schooner. So we're going to make... Okay. Trade partner, don't care. Lake of Blissful Calm. I understand that. Wholly Hopeless. Beer. Yeah, beer is a problem. We're going to publish that regardless. I'm not huge on propaganda if I can avoid it. But what we are going to do is get soap. We're going to create a new trade route. It's going to be a trade route using our ship, the Orpheus. And the Orpheus is going to... my mistake. The Orpheus is going to go from here to there. From here they're going to load in soap, all of it, and sausages, all of it. And then of course they can just unload them at the other end. Now I'm going to tell them to wait to unload. And I'm going to actually tell it to wait for goods. So it's not going to leave here until it's fully loaded. Ooh, that's a problem. Okay, so it's not going to leave until it's fully loaded, and it's not going to leave here until it's fully unloaded. I'll accept that, and we'll see how we're going. And of course, let's quickly check out this fire over in... Where's Bristol? Bristol's here. Is a fairly big fire. How are our... We've got decent coverage, actually, so I'm not particularly concerned just yet. Quest, what was that? Oh, trade agreement. Okay, that's fine. Willy Wibblecock. It's an appalling name. So now that I've done that, I think what I'll be able to do is gradually start knocking these down. I might even just demolish them right now. I'm going to take them all out. And we'll see what happens. So now the town's more beautiful. It's also freed up quite a lot of workforce. And the... where are we? The sausage is going to start plummeting very shortly. Yeah, there you go, decreasing. I wouldn't actually call that plummeting, but that's fine. However... Yep, that's fine. Good, good. So the sausage is now going to start decreasing, but we are bringing in quite a lot from the other side. Now, the possible problem here is that either sausages or... what do you call that? Pork. I can't even think of words at the moment. Either sausages or soap will be used up faster than the other one, in which case we'll have a shortage here while the boat is still waiting to unload the other one. So I'm going to have to keep a close eye on that as time ticks over. But for now, things are looking pretty good. Bread, I'm not actually worried about. I may even ship it back this way, but I'm probably, because I've got a grain potential here, I can slowly strip the bread off this area. And even the schnapps at some point, I'll start to move this off. Although I do like the layout of this, so I may just leave it there and have a bit of a farming estate on the outskirts of town.
Game saved.
Game saved indeed. So, I think with that, we're actually going to call this episode here a little bit quicker. It's a bit of a shorter one, but we've accomplished what I consider to be a pretty important goal. Next episode, we'll probably be moving into making bread and beer. I think beer may well be the important thing next episode. We'll get a whole heap of wheat planted down somewhere. Probably over here somewhere. Get a shit ton of wheat planted down, and then we can start moving in and bringing the beer back to our capital. And they'll be able to move up to what I hope is the next level. Let's have a quick look at these guys. They need soap. Yeah, they need soap is all they need really to get to the next level, which is coming in. And of course the beer will just bring them up and make them pay additional tax, an extra 13 credits per house, which is going to be great, as well as give them an additional +3 happiness. Now, it says -3 +3 happiness. It could well be that when they're at 0, they're getting -3. When they're at full, they're getting +3, which would mean a total of 6 happiness increased.
Don't waste your effort.
It's hard to tell at this point. I have lots and lots of money, so let's have a ceasefire. Maybe that means we get a permanent... Oh, what? Okay, so it's these ships again. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to select these ones, and we're going to hunt them down.
Fleet commencing escort.
Wrong one. No, this one. I'm going to destroy that object. If I can catch it in time, that's the real question. I think I might be too far away. Yeah, let's group them. No, oh, hang on. No. Group them. Keep them grouped. And we'll keep you... The question is, can you catch these ships? Let's just go north. I can't orient myself. There we go. We can get this one down, and then the second one will fall as well. Looks like we've got this one down. Piece of cake. A bit rough around the fringes, yeah, sometimes. A little bit of flotsam, but we've taken this one down. Let's slow down and actually watch this battle in real time. But these are really quite large. What are we looking at here? A pirate ship of the line. This is a big, powerful ship. But so far, I think I might actually be able to take it down. I wish these guys would focus on shooting it though. These two seem to be doing anything, which is a bit dodgy. Come on, shoot her! Shoot her! Come on, we're getting there. Not far now. You've taken a bit of damage, but I think we'll be able to take this one down. It seems to be actually moving away. The scurvy dog. Meanwhile, the Barnacle and the Sweet Harmony with the Invincible 2 are going to take down the scurvy dog. Yarr, me hearties. You need to be careful and don't go up too fast. So you've got... Oh, you can actually fire forward. But they don't appear to have guns on turrets, so they can't... Yes. That's brilliant. With a fair bit of money, you can go and pick up that flotsam. Well, there you go. That's excellent. We actually managed to take them down this time. The ship is damaged. But what have we got? We've got... Self-heal, can heal even while under attack. It looks like it's a... what have you got? You've got just a bit of rum. Excellent. Well, let's head back and we'll put these to good use. You guys head back to town. You might need to go back and repair. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to actually increase this here before I finish off this episode. We're going to just extend our... Oops, wrong one. We're going to extend our key just a little bit longer. Ah, haven't got enough. Oh, hang on, I should have enough. Ah, I can't go that far out. Well, that's interesting. There we go. That's the Harbour Master out there, and I can throw a cannon. Whether I want a cannon tower or mounted guns. Let's throw a nice big cannon tower. Probably want one right on this end here. Can I rotate it around? Yes, I can. I'm going to throw one big cannon tower out on the end right out there. And I probably want to throw some mounted guns, which are going to be a bit smaller, on the internals. I don't seem to be able to place them. What do I need? I need more bricks, I think. Yeah, I need a shit ton more bricks. I think I'll place that later once I figure this out. Either way, that is where we're going to call this episode. I've been Blxz. This has been Anno 1800. We've done a bit of combat. We actually won this time, which is a pleasant change. And we're in the process of training up our artillerymen. And our cannon will be able to shoot off and defend our harbour. Anyway guys, take care, and I'll see you next time as we start producing some beer.